Alright, so finally we're bringing back the KX125. Finally gonna get a rebuild on this thing since it's been sitting pretty much this entire year, essentially blown up. It has like no compression. Once we get it torn apart, I'll be able to see what the actual issue is, but as you can tell, pretty much with one finger, my pinky, I could kick this thing over and doesn't even really run. Curious to see what the spark plug is gonna look like, so we'll see that in a minute. Over here, I just got a box of parts. Here's all of the, pretty much the majority of the parts for the KX250 build. And then I got some more parts in here, some of the plastics. I forgot to order some other little stuff, but I can at least start on the build since I got all the OEM crank bearings. I got the rest of the engine bearings, which are in here. And then this video's case, got a gasket and a piston to freshen this thing up. Hopefully this thing runs by the end of the video. A lot of you have probably seen all the other parts that I have for the KX250, all the CEREKOTE stuff, and got the suspension back all coated. Unfortunately, I don't know how many of you have seen this, but the forks kind of started to lose the coating. As you can tell, the lower is having the clear plastic on there, or like the wrap around it, and then this not having it. For some reason they faded on both sides. Not really sure why. It's pretty dull. Definitely looks a lot different, so I'm gonna have to get that recoated eventually. Nonetheless, get this thing torn down and get it back running. Alright, so I got the top end off, I got everything laid out over here. Taking a look at everything, the cylinder's fine. I'm gonna scrape off the rest of the gasket, get this all freshened up for the new gasket to go on there. And then actually looking at the piston here, actually on the ring, I'm not sure if you're actually gonna be able to see it, there's a little flat spot right at the top here. Try and get the best angle on this, but right about there you can see that little flat spot. I would say that's the reason why I had like no compression. If any of you out there know why that would happen, post it in the comments, let me know, but I'm gonna get this thing put back together and hopefully it runs. Here's another look at the piston. This thing only has like maybe 5-6 hours, if that, and this is how it's looking. So, and then here's a look at the spark plug here. Black. So the new piston matches up, and I didn't order the wrong one because it's highly likely. Let's get this thing slapped back in the bike and get this thing running. So here it is, finally freshly rebuilt. Fire it up. Hopefully this thing starts up. We'll do a couple heat cycles. I'll let it run a little bit, maybe 2-3 heat cycles, let it cool down, heat up, and then we'll go rip it around the lawn and test this thing out and see how it runs. This thing hasn't been ridden in so long. I don't even remember the last time I rode it. I think I did everything right, but we'll find out in about 2 seconds. I'm no factory mechanic. Somehow I build bikes sometimes, and they sometimes work. So hopefully this time it's the same. Alright, a couple heat cycles later, we'll give you guys what you want to hear, a couple of revs on this thing, and then we'll go rip it around. Well, here's the true test. See if it actually does more than just rev up on the stand. Should be fine though. I'm pretty confident that everything's fine in here. I think after the couple heat cycles and me revving it quite a bit, it would have blown up on me there. I don't want to talk too soon because watch the next clip will be it blowing up. You're running fine, idle's fine. Alright, let's go tear up the lawn. Make sure the brakes still work. Runs pretty good. Runs good. There you have it, a little test run. You guys got to hear this thing. Some of you might have not even seen this thing before, or it knew I have it, or seen it run. So for some of you out there, if you're new, subscribe. If you want to see more of this thing come the spring, now that it's ready to go, I don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, this thing is probably the most fun I have. Like 125s are so fun. I don't ride this thing all the time, but when I do, it's a good time. 125s are the way to go. They're cheap, they're light, they're fun. What else could you ask for? So honestly, if I had to pick one bike to own, it'd probably just be a 125 if I had to pick one. So I get this thing all power washed up, cleaned up, and put back away for the winter. This is why GoPros are annoying to use. A lot of you can probably relate to this. That's why I'm throwing this in there. It's a little bit cold outside. It probably lasted 10 minutes, and I don't know if you can see, the thing just kind of shut down, froze on me, and the screen is now just black. You got to take out the battery, reset it, and then you got another like 5 minutes before it does it again. So GoPro, figure out your stuff. But with that, that's a wrap on this video. Just wanted to get this thing freshened up before I started the KX250 build. I don't really know where I've left off as far as updates on that. I did decide to, since I can't copy the restyle kit, unfortunately. I wanted the 125 and the 250 to be identical, but there is no 2017 and up restyle kit, conversion kit, brackets and things for it to actually work as of right now. If somebody has a link or somewhere that I can get one, let me know in the comments. Nothing out there, so I'm just gonna have the front end match, and then I'm just doing the OEM stuff on the rear. So it is what it is for right now. Bunch of stuff going down. The next couple of videos will be the build series videos, and get this KX250 built up.